Do you know that there's a moment every August where you either reclaim your role as a leader or get swallowed by your own to-do list? Which are you going to choose? You're going to want to listen to this episode because I'm going to talk about outsourcing or overwhelm, the invisible cost of doing it all. And today, as part of our summer series, I'm doing short, to the point podcasts so you can get back to enjoying the sun, but still be productive. So I'm talking today about outsourcing or overwhelm, the invisible cost of doing it all. You may think you already know the answer and you already know what it means, and you're probably right. However, I'm coming at it from a new direction. See, I've been seeing women straddling these two energies, control and capacity. So control is you're doing all the things and you're covering everything and you're on top of everything, but it comes to a point where you get overwhelmed because there's just too much. And then we have the other energy of capacity where I have everything, like I've done everything I can, and I just don't have enough hours in the day. And in the control, you still try, you're still on that treadmill and you're still going and you're wanting to like make everything happen. And on the other side, you are kind of starting to set some boundaries and seeing what you can achieve in the time that you have. And in both, there's the invitation to release and to only be in control of what you have capacity for. I'll say that again. We need to get to the point where we will control what we have capacity for. Now, I hear a lot of people say, I just don't have the bandwidth for that. I don't have the emotional capacity for that. I just don't, there's not enough hours in the day. And so, as we come into September, I want you to be thinking about September isn't the time to be cleaning up. Now is. September is the time to be able to lead boldly. We want to think of it like the Olympic track athletes as they enter the blocks on the 100-meter. We want you in the blocks ready to go as soon as September hits, right? Or at least after you've had your final in Canada, your final long weekend. So there's a real problem with waiting, right? With waiting to outsource, with waiting to give things up. You see, most people don't realize that the weight they carry until it breaks something. So when you are overwhelmed, when you have all these different things on you, it could break your focus. It could break your creativity. It could break your joy. It could break your spirit for what you're doing. And professionally, when we think of bottom line in business, it's going to break you financially. And sadly, sometimes we get to the point where we just can't even work anymore. I've seen that in a few people close to me that they've had physical ailments that have come from overworking. And so that pressure, though, there's so much pressure of like, I'll just do it myself. It's just easier. But the problem with that is it leads to stagnation, right? Because you're like stuck in the same spot because there's no space for you to come out and to do the other pieces. There's missed opportunities because there just aren't enough hours in the day to say yes to the good ones, to go for them, and to be able to find new ones. And then sadly, there's this simmering resentment of like, oh, I've ever had to do all this stuff. I have so much to do that it can cause you to kind of go into a downward spiral or lose motivation and inspiration. So we want to be reflecting right now on how this mindset is creeping into your life, even when you know better, right? And I have to check myself constantly, even though I've been working with two VAs for over 4 years, I have to check myself constantly of like, why am I doing this? Why am I not passing this off? I have to think about that. And there's a lot of emotional load that comes with undelegated tasks. So when you have a list of unfinished tasks, it's like they're telling you, hey, you're behind. Hey, you're not good enough. Hey, can you really do this? And you have guilt potentially of not keeping up, guilt of I didn't get this thing done on time, or the guilt of I know that's still sitting there unfinished. And it might not be just stuff in your business, it might be things in your personal life because professionally you're eating into your personal time. So if you get that guilt and then the whispering of you're behind, you'll never catch up, paired with the shame of not asking for help, this is a leadership drain of your ability to move your business forward. And it's not just time consuming because we can flip that, but it's identity eroding. It's pulling away from your confidence and your leadership ability. And that sometimes is something that we just can't get back in the same way, in the same strength that it was before. There was a client of mine working with one of my VAs from Virtual Assistant Made Easy, and we actually were on a trip together, and she decided that she would just sit by the pool and not bring her computer or do any work. And this is the first time that she had done this because her virtual assistant was able to take things on, right? So she chose to delegate because there was a lot of stuff going on, and she didn't want that chaos to hit when she was trying to have a vacation, which she's not able to take very often until she had this virtual assistant. So I've been so far removed from this place, this ability to be able to like feeling like you can't get away, that it was really good for me to see that emotional relief that she had, that renewed sense of clarity on things, the confidence that she had of like, yeah, like I'm not weighed down by my business. I can actually step away and have some time freedom. So, yes, there's been a lot of tactical gains, a lot of business results from increasing your income to the highest income she's ever had, bringing on new clients more than before, awards that she's gained. But the key thing here was just the pride that she had of being like, wow, like this is possible. I can actually take time for myself. Now, you may not be at that place, but are you able to just take time off? Are you able to feel that peace that comes with knowing that you don't have to do it all yourself? You see, I want to reframe something for you. Delegation isn't just a trust exercise of like, can I hand this off or not? Delegation isn't just a to-do list. It's not necessarily about the action of handing off. It's about what you get to do when your hands are free. So I often joke with my new clients in Virtual Assistant Made Easy. I go, like, you're going to get these hours back, but that doesn't mean you now go and scroll Facebook. Like, actually use these hours in a way that's going to move you towards your goals, both personally and professionally. Because what you get to do when your hands are free is going to create that time freedom, work freedom, financial freedom for you, for your business, for your loved ones, for your life. So you can ask yourself, what's it costing you holding on to things that don't need to be yours anymore? Are you getting to that place of overwhelm, or are you choosing to switch to outsourcing? If you're wanting to go the outsourcing route, then reach out to me. I have a team of vetted virtual assistants, all from the Philippines, great English, lots of experience, and they can do everything from social media content creation, video, audio editing, tech support, graphic design, content repurposing, research, inbox and calendar management, and the list goes on and on and on. Basically, as a coach, trainer, speaker, podcaster, author, My VAs do all of this stuff behind the scenes, even taking this content that I'm creating right now and putting it out into the world. I know you're a great leader. I know that just with a few more hours and a little bit more peace being in having that control, yes, but also being at the right capacity is going to help you. So think, it's my invitation to you now, because over the course of the summer, I've been doing these short, quicker podcasts with one action item for you so that you can still get out and enjoy your summer. So ask yourself, what is one task that's weighing you down already? What's one task? And what would change if that disappeared? Would you feel relief from overwhelm? I hope so. So this is your chance to choose to lead your life and your business, not just tick off the boxes on your to-do list. Reach out to me and get a VA through VA Made Easy, and we'll make it easy for you so that you can gain your time freedom, work freedom, and financial freedom. If you haven't yet, hit subscribe, share with a friend, and check out all the other summer episodes I'm doing, which are short, to the point, one action item. And continue on this journey with me as we go into the fall, where I'm going to be talking more about how to have a strong Q4, how to be confident, and a ton of other topics. If there's something that you'd like to specifically listen to or have me cover, or you want to reach out to me about having your own VA, you can check the show notes or reach out to me, Diane, at dianerolston.com. Until next time, stay dynamic. Bye.